Welcome back to our living room.
With guests this time. Hello.
Hey.
I sucked and could only set up 2 microphones, so we're sharing one, they're sharing one. Deal with it.
It's fine.
Yeah, it works. I mean, it's fine.
Austin's not going to talk much. He's talking too quiet. We've already established that, so.
I'm working on it.
He said I'm working on it, if you didn't hear that.
Okay.
So we are... Do you have the game?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Okay, wait. We were supposed to do this on Friday. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But Jeremy got sick with vertigo, and he was down for the count for what seemed like an entire week.
And then Karinna said we might not be able to do it on Friday because Jeremy's sick. It was
Yeah.
a good guess.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
good guess.
And it ended up working out because I was down for the count from Thursday until Sunday morning, basically. So
You left me alone chopping wood on 7 days.
I did.
You just
yeah.
and Bailey comes down. She goes, "Oh, hey, it's Bailey." I assumed it wasn't Jeremy.
I go.
What really gave it away was the female voice. That's what really did it for me. Hey, Austin. Jeremy's never said that.
Bailey. By the way, he's not coming down. Like, he's in the bathroom. He can't see. I don't remember what I said, but
I was sitting on the edge of the tub just trying not to throw up because I had motion sickness. And the only thing running through my head was, Austin's just playing alone down there.
Oh, just so that we have it on record that I told you, it is the morning of day 14, by the way.
Great. That means we're screwed. I really, really screwed myself there. Okay, that's fine.
do you want to introduce them?
We'll get into the whole we got I was sick out of the way. Anyways, we were supposed to do this Friday. It's Monday. It's last minute. We didn't have a lot of time. We're sharing a microphone. Deal with it. We'll start with how we know you guys. And it starts with Austin and I meeting at work, which I don't really remember how we met. Did I know Mike before you or you before Mike?
I think it would have been Mike because I want to say Mike worked there already. Mike was not in my first day group.
Okay. Interesting. How did you meet Mike? You lived with him? Did they set that up for you?
No. I lived with him when I came back. Because I was an intern.
Yeah.
The first bit.
So,
I didn't live with Mike then.
Did you know Mike then?
I met him that summer.
While you were an intern. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met him. So I just lived at a random house that somebody gave me the phone number for.
Okay.
And they were like, "Hey, this guy usually has a room."
Okay.
It was just a room with 2 other random people. Yeah.
So then I must have met you guys both around the same time. The best way that I can describe us meeting is like stepbrothers. We kind of just were like, "Hey, you want to be best friends?" Yep. And then we literally just haven't ever really stopped. I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah.
I just remember hanging out with you a lot.
I think it was a lot like high school where it was just I walked into the cafeteria and you're kind of like, "Oh, wow, there's a lot more people here than I'm used to."
Yeah.
And you just
pick someone and...
Yeah, you just gravitate towards a group of people and say,
Yeah.
"I guess we're best friends now," because nobody knows each other.
Was your desk ever by mine?
No, so I sat by the windows because I was in powertrain.
You're right. Okay.
I was a powertrain
Yeah.
guy.
See, Mike sat by me. That's how I know I started talking to him. But,
Mike, I honestly have no recollection.
I must have met you through Mike.
Yeah. I'm assuming it was just
some type of outing or
Yeah. I just started going to car shows with Mike. And he would just tell me when they were.
Okay.
And it was just me, so I'd say, "Okay."
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't ever remember that middle ground. With Bo, I can remember it. With other people, I can remember kind of casually talking at work and then being like, "Oh, let's hang out," whatever. But with you, it's we just started.
I just kind of showed up,
and then yeah, you never left.
I just kind of showed up.
Yeah. So when did you start?
It would have been the summer of 15.
Okay, so I started January 15.
Yeah, and then so Mike must have started somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't know him with your first day, he
Okay.
wasn't with my first day.
Yeah, that's true.
And then that's when
I think there was like an April group or something.
Yeah, so I did May because it was the people that didn't just get out of college.
Okay.
Then in June, I think is when they did that hire with like
Yeah.
our other friends where they were like they're out of college.
Like
So
fresh
they were,
graduates.
They
yeah.
were post graduation
Yeah.
at that point.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
So we beat them by like 3 weeks because we were still in college.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I remember looking up. Like they sent out an email to everyone that was like, "Here's your start date. Here's your information," and they just emailed it to everyone. So I went on Facebook and I was looking up names of like who I like
yeah,
who
like
was in
trying
my
to do
hire
some
group.
background search.
And I remember Devin was in mine, and I went to his Facebook page and I was like, "Oh, he's got like cool old Toyotas and stuff. Like this guy's gonna be awesome, you know, like whatever." Still a good friend, but like, I just remember doing that. Obviously, we weren't in the same new hire group, but yeah, it was just
Yeah.
So that's how we met. Where Karinna comes in is totally gray area for me. I have no idea what year did you guys meet. Okay, and they both go.
Yikes.
Somewhere around 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was around March, and then Austin ghosted me for a while, if you really want to know.
Okay. We can
Yes.
we can put him on blast. That's
Yes.
fine. So
It would have been around that because I moved to West Virginia
when?
in the beginning of 16.
That
No.
No.
Beginning of 17.
I was gonna say that fast.
Yeah, no, it was the beginning of 17 because
Okay.
I found out in 16, but by
Right.
the time all your paperwork
And
goes
she went
through-
with you. No.
I met Karinna when I was down there.
You're right. Yep,
So,
okay, that- yep.
like, I think we would have met at the tail end of 17.
Yeah.
So
How,
it would
how
have
far
been something
apart were
like
you
that.
guys, like distance wise,
Like 40 minutes.
45 minutes to an hour.
from your home and where he was at, or
Actually, it was where I was working at the time. So I was like an hour from where I lived, but like 40 minutes from
Okay.
where I was working.
okay. And that's how
Complete chance we met.
And then while you were down there, did you move in with him at some point?
Not really. I was living the best of both worlds.
You
At
had it
his house
good.
when he was there, my parents when he wasn't there, and I was just
Okay.
scot-free.
Well, and at the time, I was only at my house 3 or 4 days a week because I traveled.
Right.
So I
Yep.
would travel most of the week, and then Karinna would come down when I got back in.
Okay.
So then she would stay there for those days that I was home, and then she'd leave when I left,
So
essentially.
then at some point while you were living down there, you came up to visit and she came with you. I would guess.
Yeah. I think we came up for, like, your birthday
Yeah.
or something.
I feel like I remember when you surprised me for my birthday, but I
Yeah.
feel like I already knew her then.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it was
I think we
early.
came up for Supercross a year, and we stopped by the Taylor house.
Okay. I was going to say I feel like I met you like once or twice before you guys came for my birthday, but yeah. Okay. And then when you moved back here, you moved with him.
Yes.
Got it. It's all making sense now. Such a gray area for me.
Us too. I mean, we're bad. We're bad with that stuff.
We don't know any dates.
We're only gonna know the day we get married.
Yeah, what's
I mean, that's an easy one.
yeah. It's coming up, by the way. We won't dox you, but it's
So
coming up.
fast.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, and now we just hang out and we go down the border every week. Although on the border has really been not. We're gonna find a new place.
We're not going there this week.
Not to bash a major chain, but it's been kind of slipping.
Yeah.
It's been slipping a little bit.
It definitely has. It was
From
like
the first time we did it, at this point, maybe 3 months ago,
yeah.
2 or so, I was like, wow, I've never been to south of the border. And then Karina's like,
Sophomore.
you
Nope.
got to start calling it the right
that's
place.
a rest stop on.
Exactly. And she's like, first of all, you got to start calling it the right place or nobody's going to want to go with us. And I was like, okay. So once we got ahead of that, then I was like, all right, this is pretty good.
You pulled in the parking lot and you went, we're at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And, and then it was, nope, they just turned an Olive Garden into On the Border.
It 100% had to have been an old Olive Garden.
Yes.
They don't put fireplaces.
But like when we
in places
first
like
started
that.
going, it was good.
It was good. So I don't know if we're getting
drinks were good.
used to it.
And then I swear 2 weeks ago the whole staff changed, and
It did. They got the winter crew in.
it's not the same anymore.
No, it's not.
But yeah, we Bailey's the last comer of the group technically.
I mean, I've known you the longest.
That's true.
I said of the group.
Okay, whatever. If you want to get
Group date.
technical, yes.
Yeah. But
We love her.
yeah, you guys are best friends now, so
Where are you going with this?
you guys go to like Ohio and shit. So it's fine.
For pajamas.
You're gonna
And
text.
socks. Don't forget the socks.
Don't forget the socks.
Wait,
Go
are
ahead.
you bashing?
No.
my
You
trip?
you guys text a lot.
Yeah.
He's just
Totally
mad
worth
he
it.
didn't get the good food that day, so
We're going back. It's fine. We'll go to
Beamy,
Bebop.
Beamy Bo. Beamy
Yeah.
Bop.
You'll get there. South of the border.
I was too scared to try and say it, so I just did it.
We got the good food.
And then you blast me for trying.
Yeah. So yeah. They're our yes friends. If we've talked about you guys a lot before. You guys are our yes friends. I text Austin last week and I said, "Hey, on Sunday you want to go to the RC hobby store? They're doing a little competition thing." Yeah, all right, I could probably go. And then you're like, "I'm not going to be there long, whatever." We were there for like
3 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeremy also said I have to leave at 1.
Yeah.
It was 1:45 when we pulled out of the parking lot.
I get a text from him that says, "I stayed way later than I planned on it. I'm leaving here shortly." So it wasn't even like a.
Oh,
I'm
that's
on my
good because I was
way.
hoping you didn't blame it on traffic and I just dropped the ball and said that we left at
No.
1:45.
No.
Listen, in my defense, I don't really have a defense, but in my defense, I felt like we were just hanging out, and then I looked at my watch. I said I needed to leave at 1. I looked at my watch, and it was 12:56. And I went, we haven't gone inside. We've just been hanging out outside talking to
Can't
Joe,
do it in
whatever.
4 minutes, so it is what
like,
it is.
Yeah, I'm like, it's going to take a few minutes, you know, but I feel like it went so fast.
It did because it was. I told Karina, I was like, I gave a 12:15 warning and said we're not going to be done here in 45 minutes. I said there's no possible way.
I feel like
The next time we left, the next time I looked at my phone to leave, it was 1:41, and I was texting Karina on my way.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, big talker. Well, I'm not going to stay long. I'm not even going
Yeah.
to bring a truck. I brought 2
yeah.
with charged batteries.
Yeah. It's fine though.
It was a nice day.
Yeah, it was cool.
The weather
But-
was good.
We're bad influences on each other, so
All day yesterday and today, Facebook Marketplace, RC cars. Interrupting my workday, asking what he should do.
you're asking her?
I was just seeing what she was interested in.
Trying to justify his purchases.
I don't
know.
I mean, we were
I don't
text-
understand the question.
You and I were texting about it. I thought I was a pretty solid means of advice, but I guess not.
So
Next
my
time you
problem
text me and
is,
say what should I do, I'll just say
just
ask Karinna.
just ask Karina.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. Jeremy ordered a bunch of RC car parts and didn't even tell me, and then tries to pull the.
This was like
I did tell ya.
months ago.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm too lazy to pull up the text, but
He pulled a U on you and you don't like it.
yeah,
That's not at all what happened.
that's exactly what
That's
happened.
not at all what happened.
It's 1,000 because the next time we'd go RCing, you'd show up with a ton of upgrades and be like, "Oh yeah, I picked that up a while ago," and I'd be like, "Cool, thanks for the heads up on that." Yeah,
Thanks for letting me know I had to upgrade.
yeah. Terrible influence. I can get. This is probably bad for you.
It's
to
guy
hear, but
math.
I can take Austin exactly. It's guy math. I can take Austin to the hobby store and get him to spend money every single time.
It's one of my favorite hobbies. One of my favorite hobbies is going to the hobby store and figuring out what hobbies I need to
Yeah.
get into.
All-
Just enough to get them, not enough to get crazy about them. before I move on to the next one.
But they're cool enough for you to walk into the hobby store and go,
100%.
and then you always end up with
100%.
a bag or a box.
It's like an RC car, for example.
Yeah.
You think you need one. That's wrong.
No,
Because you need at least 5.
at least minimum.
You need at least 5.
Yeah. Now I got to start building up stock for Jack because he's going to break one every time we go drive him. And then, so I need backups and then backups. And then it's going to be like a constant rotation of, I got to fix this one this week. And
You just got to go straight metal.
You don't.
yeah, I do.
You don't.
I'll have to buy
The
it.
earlier you get them involved, the less they break stuff later.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got to start stocking up on trucks now.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. I heard you say yes.
I'm saying yes to Moana.
Oh, okay.
There's a copyright on that. You can't say that. I'm just kidding.
Sorry. Just got demonetized.
Because we're definitely monetized, yeah.
I'm just throwing out some commercial lingo there
yeah.
to let you know how hip I am.
Yeah. If you want to help us reach monetization, comment, like, and subscribe to this podcast. You like that? Maybe
I will be sending my dad the link to this podcast
Perfect.
because he knew the word podcast, and I was totally surprised.
Hey, Dino. Well, we have a game to play, but Chunky Baby over there is trying to eat, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those typical, like, the questionnaire games, you know.
What's it called?
20 questions.
Let's
Do you have it, or is it still on the shelf?
No, it's the one in the office.
So I got to go get it.
Yeah.
Okay, you talk with them. I'll be right back.
Okay, it'll take all of 30 seconds for you to run.
Wow, what are we going to do now? Jeez, it's been forever
What
since
should
Jeremy
we talk
got
about?
up. Wow, where has he been? You want to call him? I don't know, he's taking a while.
I can try. It usually goes to voicemail when I give him a call, though.
Been there.
He doesn't know where it is.
Where is it?
It's in there.
As you nervously
Can you
look
just- can
the
you just
entertainment
come
center.
Come talk to them and I'll find it.
All right.
Feed my baby.
I can't wait for her to find it within like 10 seconds.
No, she's not. It's sitting right here, and
Just like those memes where like the ketchup is on the front of
she
the
found it.
fridge.
She found it.
There it is.
10 seconds.
Why was it like not out
There
in
it
the
is.
open?
It's on my counter.
That sounds pretty open. I haven't been in the office, but counter sounds pretty open and not hidden.
Austin would have seen this.
Whose side are you on? Whose
Listen.
side are you on?
I can see just fine. I don't need the glasses.
You do.
He couldn't find his Harley sweatshirt on Saturday
Yeah.
and was stomping around the house.
Yep.
I found it in 2 seconds.
It has, for the record, everybody at home, it has lime green letters on it.
Okay, Austin. What's something you know way too much about?
Way too much about.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm struggling.
You put him on the spot, and he freezes up.
A whole bunch of stuff because I have no business knowing
Start
about it.
listing it off.
I don't know.
What's the most obscure thing? What's something that you think I don't know that you know about?
I would say probably vintage snowmobiles if we're talking about obscure, because that's
How many are in your garage?
in my garage here 2.
Uh-huh.
But I would say that's the most obscure.
Okay.
Let's put that one.
This one?
You can,
I'll ask Karinna.
Yep.
Life without music or life without television, and why?
Buddy? You want
See,
your
this
phone?
is a good one for you because, like, I know you like going to concerts. And you're also a big TV person.
I am. I would say life without TV.
Okay, why?
Because music has so many different. You can just pick something all the time that you're in the mood for. And I tend to
And
like
you
the
strictly
kind.
watch My 600-Pound Life, so...
I haven't done that for a while.
What? Every time I come over, hey, Karinna,
Hi.
on the couch watching My 600-Pound Life.
That's so true. I did go through a phase.
It's her winter hobby.
Yeah, that's true. I like to multitask though. I find myself being too distracted to watch TV. I like to watch TV or read, or I'm sorry, listen to music or read.
I also feel like she didn't measure out the full ripple effect and understand that also means Hallmark and Hallmark movies.
Ooh, you
So-
Hallmark? Oh,
Oh.
a Hallmark gal?
Only at Christmas.
Yeah. See,
For
you're a
the record, Christmas
person.
has already
Yeah,
started,
yeah.
apparently.
Going back, what's something you know way too much about Christmas for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
Hallmark actors.
Only 9 more days, and then the Christmas.
That's so we can
tree
decorate?
go up. Yeah.
I'm trying to do it before the wedding.
Yeah.
Austin said no.
Yeah.
The Christmas lights are already up.
I was gonna say I put the Christmas lights up.
You did. You only did that because it was warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're up. Points are made. Points are on the board.
Talking on the microphone, Austin.
They're up, so the points are on the board.
Oh. What's your favorite memory of you and your friends? And your friends being me. And why?
Your friends being me. Go.
That was for you.
Oh, it's specifically for me.
I have one very specific memory. I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, but it's just a memory that's like ingrained.
I feel like I have all these little vines of memories that of like
Throwing
stuff.
it back with the vine.
You know what I mean? Like, or TikToks, whatever the right,
Whatever
you call them today, reels,
whippersnappers.
whatever. But I feel like I have all these like 5-minute little clips or
Yeah.
gifs like in my head, like the time we came out and there was a shopping cart against my Chevy Cruze.
Oh my gosh.
Going to Trent's house for
The
a
best.
barbecue.
The best.
Like that's such a small event, and I shouldn't remember that, but I was so upset.
And then 3 days later we go to cart, and your front bumper
Yeah,
was
just
basically ripped off.
Insult to injury.
Yep.
And it wasn't really ripped off; it was scuffed. But
Yeah.
it might as
you
well have been
acted like it
totaled.
was ripped off. Yeah.
I was upset.
Yeah.
It was too much. It was too much. Too much. Shopping cart and cart to cart just really got me.
Yeah. They really hit you with the 1-2.
Yeah. Just really salt in the wound.
The one that stands out to me is when we went to the UP with Mike, and I think we were going to the Tequamanon Falls, and we're in my car, which has an exhaust on it, and it's loud, and
It's small.
It's
and I'm
small.
not big, and I'm not small.
so you're stuffed in the back seat, and we were just driving and chatting and whatever, and I went, Austin hasn't really said anything in a while, and I look back, just sound asleep,
I'm passed out.
passed out.
You can call Dino right now, and if he asks, "Hey, how would you get your 30-year-old son to go to bed right now?" He would say, "Put him in the car."
Yeah.
That
And on that road trip, it was an hour drive, hour 15. You would wake up, join the conversation, and then 3 minutes later, back asleep.
hey,
We're just like, all right. And
when
I
you
don't know
gotta sleep,
why,
you gotta
but like if you ask me, what's a memory with Austin, that's the first one that comes to it. Just I don't know.
it's because it's a funny trait.
It is.
It's because it's a funny
Yeah.
trait.
But I haven't. That was the first road trip
Yeah.
I went on with you. Haven't taken many, other than when you drive. Thank God you don't fall asleep when you drive. But
Yeah. Luckily, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good quality.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was smiling and drooling. All right, Karinna. If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Pay off all my debt.
That's the easy answer.
I know.
What's
It is the
fun
easy answer. What's the fun answer? Well, it's practical.
What are your first 3 fun purchases?
A Bronco.
New or old?
New. One of each. One of each.
Okay. All right. Okay.
One of each.
Color?
Yeah, for a newer one, it would be Area 51. For an older one, I like the baby blue.
Okay. Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
A mountain house.
Give me a region. Which
If-
mountains? Which mountain range?
If I had to pick right now, it would be New York. Where we go. Where we've gone with Austin's friends.
Like, what do you call that? Upstate. New York?
Adirondacks.
Adirondack.
Adirondacks.
Okay.
That's where we
the
go. Snowmobiling, and we got
Snowmobiles, yes.
We got some friends used to spend more time with there because it wasn't a 9-hour drive.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't close, but it was from West Virginia. It was much more manageable.
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds. It's on a lake. snowmobile trails, all year round fun.
Okay.
And I'd buy a boat.
And a boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because you bought a new Bronco and an old Bronco.
Oh. Well, I don't think I would do. I won't think I would do a lot.
I feel like you would live a very modest life.
Yeah.
Even with millions. This guy would spend it all at Nankin. Nankin would become Austin's RC shop, but
Let's just say, like, it's kind of like that meme where I wouldn't tell everybody I won the lottery, but there'd be signs.
Yeah.
And you'd slide open, like, my now 6-car garage, and you realize, like, why does this guy have a hobby shop here?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just my private collection.
Yeah.
Of stuff in
You're in the
boxes.
McDonald's drive-thru in an actual dragster. And it's like...
He would still be driving the Grand Marquis.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Listen, you just can't beat luxury.
Okay.
Okay.
That Panther.
And there's something to be said about luxury design before the 2000s.
Is there? All right. What are you doing to him?
It's messy.
We're having some
I feel like I had a stack of cards.
some
and then
technical
they went away.
difficulties over here.
Not gonna ask that one.
Here's the thing: you can't pick these ones. Pick these ones.
Well, I went from the wrong pile.
Yeah,
It was a naughty bedroom question.
Not a podcast question.
or this one.
What's an errand you enjoy doing as a couple? I feel like this is a very few and far between because if it's something he wants to do, he probably gets on your nerves, and then if it's something that you want to do, he probably gets on your nerves. So. Let's run through the basic errands. Who do you guys go grocery shopping
Everything,
together?
because we go do all the errands 90% of the time together.
We do Walmart pickups, so it hardly counts.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huge fan.
What? Okay. Interesting. But you guys go together to pick it up. What's your system
Usually.
for bringing groceries in the house? Do you guys have a system?
No. We just grab and go.
Hmm.
I don't have. Well, no, we both do. He helps.
So the first obvious part of the system is one trip only.
Yeah.
Can't do multiple trips.
See,
Cases of soda don't count.
You do multiple trips.
we do. I bring everything in, multiple trips. She puts everything. away.
Oh, we try to do the one trip, even if it means you got to do the little trot because your arms
You're
are
like
kind of
hooking
like
bags, your
hurting.
belt loops and stuff. Yeah.
So we'll run through there, and then we have to do the airlock thing at the house because pineapple.
You got a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to do in the side door, shut
Let
the
it
door,
close, yeah.
let it close, open the kitchen door, go through there, shut that.
Mm.
Then we're ready to talk. But then, yeah, she usually puts the stuff away because I'll just put it where it fits, not necessarily where it goes.
Yeah. Who does more of the cooking?
I would say I do mostly, unless it's on the grill or if it's like a steak or a pork chop.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly me.
So the kitchen's kind of your. I don't say your place, but
It is because
better
it
for
has
you
to
to
be
put things
yes,
away, yeah,
and it has to be clean, and I have to do
Yeah.
it, and yeah,
Okay.
it's just
All right.
the way it is.
I do like more of the specialty stuff.
yeah,
I
you
guess
got
I'd
like
call it.
signature dishes.
Like if we do, like Karinna said, like if we do the pork chops or like carne asada or like steaks,
Yeah.
like I handle more of that
Mhm.
stuff.
Yep.
Because the other problem is I'll eat the same thing every day. So if you ask me what we're making for dinner, it's going to be the same answer as yesterday.
Yeah.
And
You're
that doesn't
very
that does not bother me at all.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. You could do steak and potatoes 8 days a week.
I love the consistency.
Yeah. I see. I can't do that. I need change. I had something else, but I forgot. Oh yeah, she can't. She doesn't cook. When I was sick, I was getting to the point where I was hungry again, and I thought to myself, she can't make anything. So I asked her to go buy soup.
Ouch. That's so mean. You didn't even give me a chance.
Well, we also don't really have many groceries right now, so
go with that first.
The smarter
before being like-
answer was we didn't have a lot of groceries, so she couldn't.
Before being like, she can't cook, so.
it's a combination of the two because we don't have a lot of food, and there's only 3 things that you can cook. Why is there a red square on the TV? Okay. This one's going to be for both of you. You'll answer it separately. So I guess Karinna's going first. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket, and what were you doing?
Yes.
If you've gotten multiple, tell me about the worst one.
I've only gotten one. Knock on wood. I was late for work, and then I was even later for work.
Oh, because you got...
Yeah, because I got pulled over. I was going 50-something and a 30-something. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
She might have you beat.
And I got 4 points on my license.
Ooh.
I was 18.
That was my next question was how old are you?
I think I was like 18.
Oh, yeah.
I was in nursing school, so I think I was 18.
Hmm.
And I was working at a kid's house, and the dad was a retired state police officer.
Oh.
So that was a good story, too.
Or anything? Bummer. That's tough.
I've gotten 2. So I don't know. Luckily neither one of them was too bad. So both of them were kind of weird though. Like the first one I got, I was in college and I was on my way up here. Like I was supposed to be moving up here for my internship, and I got the speeding ticket like a week and a half before.
Okay.
So I was a little panicked because I didn't want to get a whole bunch of points on my license being like 21 at the time. Mm-hmm. And so I had to write like a letter to the judge to see if I could get like an expedited trial date to do it. And I did it on my way out here because it was in my college town. So I had gone home.
Oh.
And then I had to drive basically like I was going back to college to come out to Michigan from PA. And went through that part of town and had to stop for my
what
little trial thing.
What was the speed? Do you remember?
I want to say it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was like a Sunday morning going out.
10 over.
It was probably like 10 over. I was probably going like 80.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the speed I usually drove.
Yeah.
And I'd usually drive out to college pretty early on like a Sunday, and nobody really cared.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if the highway at the time was 65 or 70. So it's in the 10 or 15.
Got it.
Everybody was cool. But then another time I had gotten pulled over, I had a car with insurance in one state, a tag in another state, and my license was from a different state. So that one was just kind of more of like the cop was more like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like,
what are you doing?
You understand how bad this looks, right?
Yeah.
I was like, it's all legitimate.
Yeah.
It's just all wrong. It's just.
Ooh.
But.
Huh. I got, knock on wood, only one speeding ticket. I think it was 10 over. I think I was doing 80 and a 70. And I was young. I had my license for like probably 6 months, and I was taking my dog to the vet, and I was late, so I was speeding. And the cop goes, "You know how fast you were going?" And I went, "Yeah, I was going 80. Like I had my cruise control set." And then he comes back with a ticket, and I'm like, "Bro, are you serious? Like I just got my license. I have a clean record, whatever." And he goes,
"You have a clean record because you just got your license."
Yeah. But
that's.
But he hands me the ticket, and he goes, "Next time, don't admit fault." And I went, "Son of a."
Yeah. So I guess you kind of did that one to
yourself.
yourself.
He's like, "Next time, you don't know how fast you were going," or he said something like that, and I went, "All right, fair enough."
Next time you round down.
Yeah.
Next time you round down.
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear about Speed Racer over here because
because
it sounds like there's some sort of unofficial record
I've
we were
also
trying
gotten
to
a ticket
beat.
for turning left at a no left turn. And that's it. I've been pulled over and let off a couple times, but
I've slinked out of a couple.
Yeah.
Not, I guess they were just minor enough where it's like, just pay attention next time.
The left turn one, I feel like the cop was just having a bad day. Like it was like 1:30 in the morning. There was nobody on the road, and I was like, "Oh, there's a no left turn sign." I literally can't see any headlights. I turn left, red and blue's behind me, and I was like, "Bro, come on!" Like you're just waiting, whatever.
We're all just trying to get to sleep.
And then he was just an a-hole and gave me a ticket, so I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Go ahead, Speed Racer.
Okay. Well, I was on my way to a lash appointment,
Oh, very important.
and I was running late, and I did 18 over.
But did you explain to them how critical it
18
was?
over in a 50.
Oh.
60,
See, I think it's different when you're talking like under 65.
Yeah.
You're clearly in like some degree of
68 on a 2-lane.
yeah,
like
you're
back road.
you're clearly in
Yeah.
some degree of like a residential rural kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
18 over on the highway. I'm not saying to do it,
No.
but I think people kind of go, oh.
Yeah.
In some states, that's what you got to do to meet the minimum
not
of
get
what the
rear-ended,
people
yeah.
around you are
Yeah.
doing.
Can't you like lose your license for 18 over though? Completely?
I think 20 over is
20.
where it. I think.
Reckless or something.
I think
Yeah,
20
reckless.
is reckless. I could be very wrong, but I think yeah.
No, it's probably right.
I think it was a $145 fine, 2 points. Yeah, and I got out of it with a
Seatbelt ticket.
okay. Let me say a seatbelt ticket for $35 or $65. I think it was $35.
Dang.
That sounds like a deal. It was a Black Friday deal on speeding
You know
tickets.
people, you know people.
Yeah.
I got a parking ticket bigger than that in Detroit.
Oof.
I tried to save her from it. I tried to say, "Are you sure the parking's okay? It'll be fine." Was the quote that we got.
Wasn't.
It'll
fine.
be okay.
It wasn't fine.
Fun fact, update, it was not okay,
Our free event was no longer free.
No.
but still deeply discounted for the price of a parking ticket.
Well.
I did get a speeding ticket on my way home from deer season one time because it was like 10 hours.
Mm.
And I got really sick, and it's like when COVID was a big thing. It was just, I don't want to say it just came out. 'Cause
It
it's not
just
an
came out.
It's not an album.
It was
but,
fresh. It was fresh.
You know,
Yeah.
it was hot on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you have allergies or do you have the COVID?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was up at deer season, and I like could not breathe, and I was like, I got to get out of this house. I'm gonna make everybody sick.
Oh.
And I panicked, and I woke up, and I think I started driving back at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and was just driving all the way across PA and everything, and I did it, and then I was I got hit by like I guess a traffic cam somewhere in like Ohio.
Oh. It was one of those.
Yeah, it was one of those low key ones, and I told my dad, and he just like laughed at me because I was like,
The ticket went to your dad's house.
yeah, it was something like that because
Oh.
he called me. He goes like, guess who got a speeding ticket? And I'm like, I'm thinking like it's gonna be like him, and I'm like, wow, I don't even know him to have ever gotten a ticket. He goes,
Yeah.
it was you in the rental.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah, all that because I had bad allergies apparently, according to the urgent care center.
Ah. A different state allergies.
Yeah.
Huh. Was the 18 over your only speeding ticket?
Yep.
Was it? I was gonna say absolutely not, but
No, I've never.
Is it the only time you've been pulled over?
yeah. Do we need a bottle break? Okay. Hold, please. All right, we're back. We'll do. We're at 43 minutes right now.
Do 2 more.
We'll do 2 more.
You can pick between all.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
How's it feel?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
like we're hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, minus this.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this thing.
Yeah.
You're talking to it.
I don't know what to.
All right. This is gonna circle back to the first question that I asked, kind of, but it's the opposite. What's something you're not good at?
Nothing. Nothing.
That's a lie.
Nothing.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, absolutely. I just do
Multiplayer
not.
Call of Duty.
I don't even know if I can play the story mode Call of Duty. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know.
That's tough.
I'm not super. I would say like I'm not super athletic.
Yeah.
Like I definitely have that goober. Like
Yeah,
if I'm
like
doing something for the first time, it's going to be very clear.
Yeah.
That is the first
Yeah.
time I'm doing that.
yeah.
I'm definitely a goober. For not being like tall or lanky or anything like that, I have no sense of balance. You would think I'm trying to balance 10-foot long arms, and I just can't. I just can't do it. I'm not good at like water sports or like like the knee boards or like the wakeboards or like skis and like snowboards. Nope. Just not interested.
Did you play any sports in high school?
I wrestled.
Was that the only extracurricular you did?
Yeah, I wrestled, and then because as soon as I got my license, I was working every day after school.
Ah, okay.
And during the summer and stuff like that, and that's when, at least in our school, most stuff was getting competitive enough where they were doing like 2-a-days. Like, you'd have like practice in the morning and then in the afternoon. Now it's just like.
So you only wrestled for 2 years?
I wrestled in middle school. I did it my freshman year of high school, and then that was it because I have an early birthday, so I had my license almost right away as a sophomore.
Okay.
And then I was just working. That's what I was all about.
Yeah.
Doing. But
making money.
Trying.
What about you, Karinna? What's something you're not good at?
I would say I'm not good at like you just say like snowmobiling's taking me a long time to like get used to and not be so timid. I'm nervous. I'm stiff. I get so like that, or like four-wheeling or like dirt bike. Like I get very anxious.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm not.
Well, you still do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not good at it.
Okay.
So I've been trying to get Karinna to get a ruckus.
Oh.
And I was trying to get her to ride your Grom back when you had it, because I was like,
it's small.
It's so small. It's going to feel great. It'll give you the
thing over and nothing will happen.
It'll be the confidence you need to have to just be able to say like, hey, look, I went down the street. It's not as scary as it needs to be. Because like, I know like you're nervous about like shifting and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's really, you'd be amazed like how second nature it clicks. Or on something like a ruckus, you don't have the problem anyway. Yeah. But I'm a little like, I also don't know if I love the idea of the ruckus, because I'm afraid of it not having enough power that sometimes it's nice to be able to go, to get away from a bozo.
Yep.
So I really wanted to get like a Trail 125 because they're so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of options in the 125 world these days.
We're working on it.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I give you kudos for even trying. For like getting out there and like getting on it, even if you're anxious or timid, because I would be like, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, you are a I'm good kind of person. Yeah.
Austin doesn't let me. He doesn't let me.
Well, you got it.
It's more encouraging, but yeah.
And if you're nervous about like scratching somebody's stuff, like you're gonna spend 95% of your bandwidth focused on not scratching it, and then that's when you're gonna do something wrong because you'll get tunnel vision or something, and you'll like we got Karinna out on like one of the early '70s snowmobiles, and we were having fun, and it's like, hey, it is a snowmobile. It's not $0, but it's a lot less than a $10,000 machine that we're gonna go rent. So like you can figure it out here, have fun, and like nobody cares. I think a lot of it has to do with your environment. Because I'm the same way.
I'm sure it's also hard to be the person with no experience when you're with people who've been doing it for 20 years. And that's tough.
Like Dino's been snowmobiling since like the 70s.
Yeah.
He's forgotten more.
Well, and we went with like a group. So it was like a ride. And I keep telling Austin, I want to go with just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not have people staring at me.
Yeah.
The nice part is with the vintage stuff though, like it's not nearly as like aggressive. It's much more of like it's a much more, we're out here to all kind of like mess around.
Yeah.
Because even if you're good, like there's really nothing to be good on because it's an old snowmobile.
Yeah.
Like nobody's jumping anything.
Yep. Yeah.
Or
it's just like
that.
cruising basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karinna, did you, as a kid, like ride a bicycle a lot or rollerblade or do any of that?
I wrecked a couple four-wheelers.
So you rode four-wheelers before? Oh yeah, because you grew up in like kind of a hick town, didn't you?
Yes. I grew up fishing, hunting, riding four-wheelers.
All right, okay. So you... Oh, okay. All right.
Do you want to answer this question for you? Would you bet it?
Ooh, I mean, I'm just the greatest at everything, so...
I'll take this one over for you.
What am I bad at? Patience. Yeah. Art. I have zero artistic ability.
Oh, yeah,
None.
same.
Photography is the best you'll get out of me. I can draw a stick figure, and that's
I can't
about it.
even do that. Like I can't take a halfway decent picture. It might have something to do with my iPhone SE.
Yeah, you're 14-year-old. I'm pretty sure it's the second one that ever came out.
I'm gonna blame it on that, but I'm confident even with 3 cameras that wouldn't be great. And
Yeah.
I can't draw.
Yeah, I can't.
It's super disappointing. My dad can draw.
I wish
incredible.
I could. I wish, but I just it's not in there.
He'll be like, oh, I remember him like trying to show me how to do projects in school and be like, yeah, you just do some shading here, and it's like his is shading, mine is just half of it's now a black circle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't it.
This isn't it. Yeah.
This isn't it.
Yeah. All right.
What's Bailey's?
I'd say cooking.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not good at cooking. You don't want me to make anything. I can bake, but don't make me cook dinner.
Yeah.
At least you're honest. At least you know.
Yeah.
At
I've
least you
been
know.
told a time or two, so
It's
Not
worse.
by this
Like,
one.
put it this way: you could get like a lasagna that's burnt to a crisp, and she thinks it's great.
Yeah.
The risk there is you got to eat burnt lasagna for a
It-
long time.
I mean, it works out though because I'll cook if I don't have to clean up. So yeah, easy. Done.
I help load the dishwasher sometimes.
She rolls her eyes. All right, last one. Have you ever played a prank on someone? And if so, what was it? Karinna, you start.
I scare Austin all the time.
On purpose or accident?
So one time I scared him so bad, he turned around, ran into a wall, and like broke his toe.
It wasn't. Watch it over there.
What?
It wasn't broken. It was.
He cried about it for 3 months.
It hurt.
What? Like, can you paint the picture a little bit? Were you just like hiding and you boo?
So in his upstairs, it was in his upstairs townhouse in West Virginia, and he had, when you walked up the stairs, so
It had like a vaulted ceiling, so you walked up to the second flight, and it was all open on the one side. So there was like a balustrade, like the hallway was exposed to like the staircase.
yeah, and I don't even remember what we were doing, but I
You're probably
Austin is the easiest person to scare.
Really?
It doesn't take
Okay.
much.
All right.
So you don't really have to try or even plan it. Because if I sat here right now and just screamed really loud, he'd jump.
I was gonna say you could 100% scare me by just standing next to me and just going ah,
Oh, okay.
and I'll still jolt.
All right.
But I guess I came out of the bathroom and I just yelled, and he didn't realize how close he was to the wall behind him, and he just turned around. Just completely smashed his
I
toe.
turned around and like in my excitement to like run back into my office or like head back in that direction, I just full on like speed kicked the wall with,
Nice.
like, with only like half of my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a really nice like toe jam.
That's funny.
It was
That's
really
good to know.
exciting.
I didn't know that about him.
I didn't either.
Yeah. I can think of one of the pranks that you've pulled, and it would be the Christmas gift that you got her when you moved back here.
Oh, that's a good one.
Forgot about that.
That's a really good one.
He-
and it was
he-
on our fridge for a while.
Yeah. He got a Google Street View, right?
Oh
Google Street View picture of their house because he
like,
bought the house.
It wasn't even a picture. It was on printer paper.
Put
yeah,
in
it was a
frame.
screenshot of a Google Street Map view that I screenshotted with my phone and
Yep.
then printed out on white copy
Yep.
paper.
Put it in a frame, wrapped it in a box, and gave it to her and said, "I bought your house."
Because we got our house in October
Mm.
and it was so close to Christmas, I was like, ha ha.
Yeah. It was
I'll get her with this one.
I was so stunned I didn't say anything.
That's the best part is like, she was so stunned because it's one of those gifts where you're like, well, that is expensive.
yeah.
So like, but I was kind of thinking it'd be a little bit more Christmassy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
this
it's
was
like,
3 months ago.
is he serious or not? And
Yeah.
I just like, I'll just wait you out. I'll just wait for you to say something. So like, I'm not giving up. Is it a joke or not?
Yeah.
And then she got it. It wasn't even in a frame. I think it was just like a piece of paper.
Oh, no
literally.
frame.
No, it was
Okay.
in like an old
Couldn't even
Amazon
be bothered
box.
with a frame.
And it's just like it looked like a piece of scrap paper was laying in the bottom of the box.
Nice.
And then I put it on the fridge. It was on our fridge for probably a good year and a half, maybe even 2.
And to disclaim, you did get her other gifts. It was just like a
Probably.
RC car.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Same year.
Yep, same year. So
What
it was
a
a
great
good Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
You got RC car.
And a Carhartt jacket.
Ooh, do you still wear that? Okay, well,
Have you ever pranked her?
Totally came on top.
nothing that I can think of. I don't know, not much for the pranks.
My cousin and I'll jump in. My cousin and I called my other cousin, Jeremy, and we did the whole, hey, is your fridge running? And he was like, yeah, why? And we were like, well, you better go catch it. And just instantly hung up and didn't tell him for like 2-3 weeks. And then finally we were like, did you get a random call the other day about your fridge? And he went, that was you? Yeah, that was us.
Well, that's all the time we have today.
Okay, we're also like in high school, and it was.
On that note,
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys.
we'll have to come back. Yeah.
On the borders.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
No, we're busy.
Hey, they're actually busy.
We're
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
We have to do literally anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, that's it. I don't. I can't think of.
Okay.
I'll get you. I'll start scaring you and I'll record it.
That's not
Here you go. It's just something to build up to
scaring me
now.
Isn't a prank. That's not a prank.
Well, I feel like it's kind of like a natural progression of a prank.
Yeah. Prank war? You want to start a prank war?
You don't want to start with me.
No, you would take it way too far. I'd wake up with my pinky toe would be chopped off, and I'm like, whoa!
And Bailey'd be laughing like that right over in the background. I got you so good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna end there. Thanks for being our first guest.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, and comment. What should they comment? Have you ever played a prank on someone? Let us know in the comments below. All right. Bye.
Just like going on, and we're like,
Okay. Go for it. Our next guest.
Lane.
Lane.
down.
Oh snap!
It's Lane.